This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska.
And welcome to the Speedway Sports Complex in Lincoln, Nebraska, the site of the 2022 Men's Gold Division Cornhusker State Games Basketball Championship. Brandon Axemet and Andy Klassen with you. We have Team Timco taking on Team Bison. Andy, pool play has been over the past 2 days. A single elimination tournament has just wrapped up, and these squads are ready to go battling for the gold here in the Cornhusker State Games.
I mean, what more could you ask for, right? We got the returning champs in Team Timco, the up-and-comers in Team Bison. Very athletic teams up and down the court. This is going to be a fun one to watch.
Now, Team Timco, the team they go by is Captown Elite. They are the defending champs. They're taking on Team Bison, which was registered as home real estate. So you have a team that has some pedigree here this year.
You really do, and I already talked to the athleticism. During warm-ups, they're throwing alley-oops to each other. So, I mean, we're talking about guys that can get up and down, and they got some ability.
We are just a couple minutes away from tip-off. We'll hear from some sponsors shortly, and we'll get ready for the Men's Gold Division Championship here on News Channel Nebraska.
Other companies have the revolving door. Every time we come into Schaefer's, it's always the same people. The big thing to me is they know you by name. They know who you are, which makes a person like myself feel just warm and welcome here. And that's what's great about Schaefer's.
Schaefer's has the essential Whirlpool appliances you need, from refrigerators and air fry ranges to laundry pairs to keep your clothes clean and sanitized at everyday low prices. At Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances.
Welcome back. Joining me now, two very important people. You have Nick Cusick, CEO of Bison Incorporated, Diane Temme, CEO of Team Timco. Diane, we'll start with you as both of your teams are out here playing. Why did you decide that Timco should be involved in an event like this?
Well, the Cornhusker State Games is just a wonderful opportunity to showcase teamwork, to showcase camaraderie, sportsmanship, and these are just values in our society that I think are just so valuable today. It's just amazing to see these guys out here being role models.
Well, Nick, same question to you. I mean, looking at your business, it sort of makes sense, right?
Well,
to be involved?
It kind of makes sense. Matter of fact, we've made the rims on one end of the court bigger than the rims on the other end of the court. So, I've known Diane for quite some time, and it's, while we make basketball equipment, this is something that realistically we're just trying to support activity, all kids, all youth. The state games are just a great opportunity for kids and adults to get involved in meaningful outdoor activity or indoor activity. So,
well, I don't want to start any conflict, but who's going to win?
Well, looking at this TMCO team, I think Bison's going to have a tough run of it today, but I think we were just talking about the downfall might be the showboating that's going on over here, but I think it's going to be an amazing game.
Nick, you have a rebuttal.
Well, I already mentioned that I made the rims bigger on one end of the court, but I brought my ladder and my wrenches, so I have to change them. I have to change them at halftime. So we'll see whether that plays out or not. So.
Well, Nick, Diane, appreciate the time. Stay with us. Tip-off is coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
All right, guys, anything else I can get for you?
I think we're good.
Okay, enjoy.
This looks amazing. Oh, he's with my bank. He gets a little taste of everything, all the time. Don't worry, you get used to it.
You should join Liberty First Credit Union. They have low loan rates, high deposit rates, and they share the profits with their members. So no one will take a bite of what's yours.
Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose.
At Othniel Miller Pape Eye Care, our focus is always on you. As a leading provider of optometry with advanced diagnostics and equipment, we can ensure your eye health is our top priority. A quick glance at our frame area will show you can have style as well as function with plenty of frames to choose from. Our mission is to educate patients, provide cutting-edge technology, and exceptional service with personalized care. Come to Othniel Miller Pape Eye Care to clearly see the difference. Why? Because your eyes deserve it.
Keep on pushing, keep on pushing, keep on pushing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3,
You want to wear your pride on your sleeve? True Nebraskans turn to custom sports screen printing.
keep on pushing, keep on pushing.
Pride, dignity, self-respect. You want to show it off. We want to design it in whatever color it comes in. Silver, gold, black, blue, white, red. Custom Sports can turn around unbeatable apparel fast with service from South Sioux to Scotts Bluff.
And welcome back here to the Speedway Sports Complex in Lincoln, Nebraska. It is that time. The men's 5-on-5 Gold Division Championship. Brandon Axmit, Andy Klassen with you as Team Timco and Team Bison go at it here for a shot at the gold.
I think one thing you can really get into as a basketball purist is these two squads. They obviously have some really good shooters around the perimeter, but they also got some height, some athleticism. So they're going to try and pound it inside, but you can't just collapse your defense. You're going to have to stay true. You're going to have to guard that three-point line, especially when you get into, a rec ball type of scenario. These guys know how to shoot, especially from beyond the arc.
When you look at Team Timco, they're the 3 seed again, referenced as Captown Elite when signing up for the Cornhusker State Games. They lost actually to Team Bison, which is home real estate. These two teams played the first round, or the first game of pool play rather, on Friday, and Bison, the red team, came out on top by about 10. And Timco had the lead and blew it, talking to head coach Jordan Shoecraft for Team Timco. Said they felt that one slipped away. So they have a chance for revenge here. Team Timco is the defending champs from last year as well, so they have that to hold their hat on as well.
I really like that call early on here. Today's officials, Jim Porter, Matt Hunt, and Vern Schulte. They want a clean game here. They don't want to turn it into a shoving contest. So the first time you saw a couple of shoves on the first feed inside, the whistle comes out. That's setting a statement early on here.
And just to make sure for our viewers at home, the blue team is Team Timco. The red team is Team Bison.
Looks like we have some moisture, some water on the court. Player safety is always top of mind here.
Absolutely.
Get things cleaned up before we get back at it.
You had the semifinals actually played earlier this morning. Team Timco coming out on top in the semis, winning by 2. And a little interesting side note that we had, Bud Crawford had a team entered in this thing, and that was the team they beat in the semis. So Bud Crawford's team got ousted by 2 by Team Timco here to make the finals.
Nice screen.
So Kevin Scott bringing things up the other way for Timco. Loses it in transition, now grabbed by Hexum. And it's stolen away. Kenny Brazil now kicked out top, worked inside. And good kick out wide open for Brazil, and he's unable to knock down the 3. We are still scoreless.
You've had a couple really nice looks here early on from Team Timco and Bison from beyond the arc. Good ball movement, off ball screens. You gotta like what you're seeing. Ball's just not falling through the hoop right now.
And still scoreless. Great defense of the rim by Team Bison. And there's our first basket, courtesy of Logan Power. He's a Lincoln Christian product and went on to play basketball at the University of South Dakota.
Mr. Power, just stop and pop in transition. That is so difficult to defend.
Well, answering right back, Kevin Scott for Team Timco.
Like that answer. Slow it down, work it inside.
Now Scott, he's an Omaha Central grad. Played some ball at Texas Southern.
Back door was open for the Bison.
That's Kenny Brazil, who gets the bucket, so 5-2 here.
Brazil just getting loose, losing his defender. Kind of lost him amongst the trees down low.
So 5-2. step back for Hexum. And he's not quite able to hit the rim. I think Coach Shoecraft might like Hexum a little closer to the basket with that height. Who knows?
It's definitely part of his game.
Well, Hexum, you'll appreciate this, as there's a basket by Tristan Simpson. But Hexum is a Peru State grad, played ball there, also went on to play in this NBA Summer League for the Memphis Grizzlies.
You know I love that, and they just picked up a transfer from South Dakota State in Wingate. Guy used to play won a state title for Winnebago.
And there is a foul on Hexum.
I'll always work in those Peru State references if you let me.
Nothing wrong with that. So 7-2 here, Team Bison jumping out to a 5-point lead. Simpson with it, fadeaway, and solid defense there by Jeff Reeves to force the bad shot. Team Timko quickly in transition.
Nice board.
That's where Hexum makes his hay. Nice putback lay in there.
Hexum, excellent job staying with the play, the follow, then the quick putback there. Didn't bring the ball down, allow any defenders to converge.
Stolen, here comes Timko in transition. And a foul is on the floor, so James Dooms won't get the basket there.
Now Dooms was actually throwing himself alley-oops off the backboard and bringing it down and shaking the rim with a dunk during warm-ups. That's an athletic dude out there.
Well, there's Hexum again. Well, I stand corrected because Hexum, after airballing the past fadeaway three, he gets nothing but net on that one.
Definitely part of his game. See so many of those big men now, they can extend it out well beyond the three-point line.
And there's Hexum again. Just like that, Timko out in front.
The big cat having his way, running the floor.
Hexum with 7 of Timko's 9 points.
Nice move.
And that's going to be a foul on Kevin Scott.
And that was all set up, Power, with that little hesitation. You have to respect that three-point shot. He showed you why a moment ago, drilling one in transition. The defense takes that half step out towards him, blows by towards the rim.
So you have Logan Power at the line. Coverage of our basketball championship brought to you by Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, one of our sponsors here on NCN for the Cornhusker State Games. So Power hits the second. One-point game here, just over 5 minutes in. We have a foul on Lucas McGrew.
McGrew tried to extend his defense out, tried to tie it up Hexum, but then Hexum kind of showed you some of his handles there. Big fella, can shoot from outside, handle the ball, and we know he can do work down on the block.
Rebounded by Hughes.
And Power saying, give me a break, as he drilled that corner three right after the whistle.
Another three from the corner. This time it doesn't fall for Power. He hit one from there earlier.
Not a bad look, though.
Floater doesn't fall for Scott, and it'll be Bison's basketball.
What really helps Team Timko is having Jeff Reeves, number 40, down in the paint, and they run the offense through him as the 5 spot, as the center. That allows Hexum to stay out around the lane and really use all that versatility offensively. So I think we have Power stepping on that baseline there, out of bounds, turnover.
Another deep three, and it's buried by Hexum. He is, if not on fire, certainly heating up.
And you saw right there in the set, actually allowed Hexum to bring the ball up as a guard as Reeves posted it up down low.
10 points now for Hexum. And you again had a Bison player stepping on that sideline.
Gotta be aware where you're at on the court.
Look at the big man. Just bringing it up.
Gave him some space.
He knocks it down, and in fact, he just hit another three as well. So this guy, he is feeling good.
Claws out, right? Peru State, we're gonna keep beating that drum.
So again, during that replay, a three was hit by Hexum, so he now has 13 points. He is rolling 15-8, and this is after Team Bison got out to a 7-point lead.
And I like the change up there. Don't get away. You know, don't get too reliant on just one guy putting in buckets for you, working it down low to Reeves, giving the defense a different look, not allowing that defense to kind of, you know, transition out to the three-point line.
Hexum showing his defensive skills there as well. Coverage of our men's basketball championship brought to you in part thanks to Nebraska Medical Association. As you're watching the 2022 Men's Gold Division Basketball Championship here of the 2022 Cornhusker State Games. Oh my, Hexum now with a fadeaway three from the corner.
Keep feeding the big fella.
That is 4 threes.
And it puts Timko up by 10. Bison kind of digging themselves into a hole here. Got to find answers offensively. Nice cut.
There you have the drive. Shot won't count. That was Brandon Kraus who was fouled. Team Bison will inbound.
Jim Porter, the official, right underneath the hoop there. Good angle for the call.
Another foul whistled.
Kind of feel like this is, you know, by design. Timko's willing to live with a couple of these fouls just out of the aggressive nature they're playing their defense with right now. Real tight man-to-man.
They have Tim Schweitzer calling for it. Kicked back out.
Uh-oh.
And ball's lost.
Look out.
Well, Hexum, he finally is missed.
A little bit of a heat check there, I think.
And now a solid, strong take by Schweitzer.
Yeah, Schweitzer, the big fella, run the court. Really good job coming off that miss. Getting something done in transition.
A rebound there by Kraus.
And with Schweitzer and McGrew now in the game, you kind of feel like the Bison have elected to go with a little bit bigger, stockier lineup here.
And they're going to say the basket doesn't count for Tristan Simpson.
Give him the continuation, right?
Well, Simpson, he just returned from Iceland, playing some pro ball there. I wonder if they would have given it to him in Iceland.
Nifty move, nevertheless.
Simpson played at the University of South Dakota. He's also a Lincoln North Star grad, and he dials it up from deep there. So see, it was better for him because he got 3 instead of 2.
Exactly right. Little instant karma right there.
5-point game. Team Timko leading Team Bison in the Men's Gold Division Cornhusker State Games Championship here on News Channel Nebraska. Simpson, nice pass inside to Brazil. Shot's a little short, so quickly coming the other way is Rashid Barzay. Now to Dooms. And Hexum again. Well, now he missed another one. But again, when you've made 4 already, you certainly have the green light to pull up from anywhere.
Well, Dooms had a nice screen there as he stepped into a 3. Why not?
Solid take there by Kraus. It just didn't fall for him. Nearing 6.5 to play here in the championship. In the first half, that is.
Bison with an opportunity here. Another turnover to kind of cut into this lead. Only down by 5. You kind of felt once they went down by double digits, once they got down by 10, they would have to make some adjustments, get back into this one, chip away, and that's exactly what they've done.
And now Team Timko running the floor, and there's Dooms with the easy lay-in.
And that all came from Kevin Scott coming off the rebound, bringing the ball up with his head up, surveying the court. Great vision out there.
A nice job by Barzay. He got a hand on that one, deflected out of bounds. Still Team Bison basketball.
Like the idea, a little 2-man game there. Brazil almost snuck it in there for an easy assist.
Now Logan Power drives. There's contact, and he'll be shooting 2.
Good take, good call. I believe that was Travis Hughes, kind of got, not Travis Hughes, excuse me. Jeff Reeves got caught in a really tough spot with that help defense late, getting over there.
Power gets the first. He now has 5 points. He and Simpson leading Team Bison in scoring at this point, each with 5. That cuts the lead to 5. 2015, Team Timko on top. Just under 4.5 to play before the break. Solid move there by Jeff Reeves.
Quick spin move down in the paint.
The 35-year-old former Lincoln East Spartan showing he still has those post moves. There's a foul in there somewhere. They give it to Brandon Kraus.
And Scott was still able to dribble the ball through all that traffic. Good call, good whistle. But Kevin Scott with those handles was still able to navigate through.
Nice pass inside, basket, and the foul for Josh Shoecraft.
Barzier with a really nice feed. No look, using that pivot foot.
So Josh also played at Lincoln North Star. Tells me he just returned from Columbia for a year where he was studying the language and the culture.
All right. A little bit of an international flair to these two teams.
There's Hexum, kicks it out. Wide open, corner 3, doesn't fall.
See how Hexum set that up, though. He went left, knew that he was going to take a defender with him for the open look for Scott. Just a little off the mark.
Couple of second chance opportunities for Reeves. Kicks it out to Josh, who nails the 3.
And Josh saying to himself, thank you, big fella, for going and getting 2 offensive rebounds and then kicking it out. Wide open 3 attempt that was buried.
Team Timko leading by 13. And they're running the court. Now Bison.
There you go.
And Rashid Barzay gets the basket.
Little Euro step there as he lost control momentarily of the ball, able to regain it, not trip up his feet. Easy lay-in.
That one off the mark by Travis Hughes. (29-15). That floater goes down for Kevin Scott.
It's that quick first step that got him into the lane, got him by that initial defender, really opened things up.
And 3 hit there by Joel Baker, the Alliance product.
Oh boy, the Bison needed that. Good spot up 3 coming to the top of the key, little curl around there off the screen.
Baker currently playing for Concordia, going to be entering his junior year.
Ah, the Bulldogs.
Rebound by Kraus. And he's going to push the tempo. Draws contact, he'll shoot 2.
Excellent job by Kraus there, understanding that he had the defense in total backpedal mode there. Just real strong with the ball in his hands too.
Kraus, a North Star grad, plays at Hastings College. You'll like this. When I asked him what a fun fact about him is, he says he's a fisherman.
All right.
Going for bass and walleye.
Love it. You know, I like to get to the outdoors. So much talked about and put into, and rightfully so, about, you know, taking a break and having good mental health. And hey man, that's where I go to, you know, get my zen. The outdoors, out on the water, and sounds like Kraus right there with me.
He hits them both, so it's an 11-point game as we are under 90 seconds to play in the first half. And now that'll send Kevin Scott to the line.
Tristan Simpson had the right idea there. He tried to hold off and he waited, but when he came down so aggressively with that arm, his right arm for the block, that drew the whistle. I think if he would have played it just a little more straight up, because he didn't bite on the fake, might have got away with it.
Scott tells me he's a food connoisseur. That was his fun fact. And I said, well, what's your food of choice? Grilled chicken and steak for Mr. Scott.
Right.
Can't go wrong.
No, you can't. That's right at the top of the old food chain right there. Steak and grilled chicken. All right. Some of that.
There's another basket for Kraus. He has 4. 11-point game, 1 minute to go in the opening half of the Gold Division Cornhusker State Games Men's Basketball Championship. That'll be a travel.
Yep. And real good recognition right now from Joel Baker and Brandon Kraus. Their team got down by almost, I think it was 14 there. They entered the game, knew that some offense needed to be generated. They're getting the ball into their hands. A couple of younger, athletic guys getting it done right now for the Bison as they chip away at this lead.
Under 40, wide open 3 from the corner. It rattles home. Logan Power with the triple.
And Logan Power had a little collision down low with Jeff Reeves. Reeves still a little shook up. That allowed Logan to kind of sneak out there, get all by himself, wide open corner 3, which he drills.
So timeout taken here. Each team has 2 per half, but allowing, I believe it was Bison who took it to regroup a little bit.
And the way the Bison are executing right now in their half-court offense, got Power shooting the threes, Kraus Baker. Real nice job coming off a screen, stop, pop. Got to think the Bison are going to want to stick with that.
Eight seconds. 3 off the mark. 3 seconds to go. Team Bison gets the last shot off, and it's well short. But an action-packed first half. Team Bison makes a little bit of a run to cut it to single digits here at the break. So it's Timco 33, Bison at 25. We're at half of the 2022 Cornhusker State Games Men's Gold Division Championship. We'll be back.
Get more than you expect at Furniture Direct.
We have furniture for every part of your home at great prices. But that is what you expect. You might not expect how much we have, or the selection from trusted brands. We also offer express delivery and a 30-day comfort trial on any new mattress set. Get more than you expect at your locally owned Furniture and Mattress Direct, online and in Hastings behind Sonic on South Burlington.
Summer heat got you down? Just crank the AC in a new vehicle from Tom Dinsdale CDJR. During the Make This the Summer event, buy a 2022 Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram through our start-to-finish online buying process. Click the blue Purchase Now button on any new vehicle on our site and complete your purchase wherever you are. Lock in a great incentive with sold order protection. If a better incentive comes along, you're free to take it at Tom Dinsdale CDJR. TomDinsdaleCDJR.com.
I chose orthopedics because growing up, I was involved with sports heavily, and then going through medicine, I wanted to bring one of my passions into my career as well, and I found that with orthopedics. When I came here, I was pleasantly surprised by how big the medical community was in terms of all services, but especially our orthopedic line, which is associated with foot and ankle, hand, wrist, elbow clinic as well. So we have a lot of providers and are able to pretty much cover any of the needs associated with orthopedics. It's very rewarding having them come in, describe the situations that they can't do, and then actually see them out in the community doing those things. And, you know, coming up to the patient and be like, hey, how are you doing? Good to see you're doing, you know, fishing or hunting or whatever it may be.
Other companies have the revolving door. Every time we come into Schaefer's, it's always the same people. The big thing to me is they know you by name. They know who you are, which makes a person like myself feel just warm and welcome here. And that's what's great about Schaefer's.
Schaefer's has the essential Whirlpool appliances you need, from refrigerators and air fry ranges to laundry pairs to keep your clothes clean and sanitized at everyday low prices. At Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances.
And welcome back here on News Channel Nebraska. Currently at halftime, Team Timco leading Team Bison 33-25, and joining us right now, special guest and historical expert when it comes to this event, Jerry Shoecraft. On top of that, he is a former Husker, former Lincoln City Councilman. So, Jerry, first question, where's your team? Why aren't you playing right now? What's going on?
Hey, Father Time took care of that, but this is a spectacular event. It allows everybody a chance to participate, from young to families to seniors. I mean, the history of the Cornhusker State Games has been outstanding. I was fortunate enough to participate for about 20 years, and we won about 11 gold men's championships and several bronze. And now my two sons, Jordan and Josh, are participating and defending champions, so I'm very proud of them.
When you talk about, I mean, you mentioned, not that anyone's counting, but those 11 golds in 20 years or whatever it was. Do you have a game that sticks out to you that you were a part of, or it's just sort of the overall experience of this tournament? Or
Well, we battled some very good teams from Omaha. We played against Bo Reed's team and beat them in the championship. Myself and Henry Buchanan and former Huskers, we had good continuity, and the history of this event is just outstanding, and I'm glad to see everybody participating and enjoying themselves.
Mentioned your sons on Team Timco, which represents Captown Elite. Have you been coaching them up, giving them any advice as they try to defend their title from last year?
Yeah, I try to tell them the basics and how to win a championship, and everybody's got to do their part and play a certain role, and so they're listening, and my son's doing a good job over there with them, and hopefully they'll be able to pull this out.
Well, Jerry, I appreciate you taking the time. Do you have any other insight or fun facts just about this tournament in general, and what you've learned after being a part of it for so many years?
It's just when you're defending champions, somebody's always trying to come out after you, and so I told my boys that, and they're prepared, and I just can't say enough about the Cornhusker State Games and what Scott Ash is doing and his staff, and very exciting for Lincoln as well. So.
Well, Jerry, appreciate the time. We'll be seeing in about 20 minutes if your sons defend the title.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah.
That's Jerry Shoecraft, former Husker and former Lincoln City Councilman, taking some time here on NCN. Stay with us. We are 4 minutes away from the second half.
All right, guys, anything else I can get for you?
I think we're good.
Okay, enjoy.
This looks amazing. Oh, he's with my bank. He gets a little taste of everything, all the time. Don't worry, you get used to it.
You should join Liberty First Credit Union. They have low loan rates, high deposit rates, and they share the profits with their members. So no one will take a bite of what's yours.
Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose.
Woodhouse offers confidence as your trusted auto partner. With 18 brands and 16 convenient full-service dealerships, you can easily shop the latest models, discover a pre-owned vehicle that meets your list of must-haves, or conveniently maintain your current vehicle. And our knowledgeable and local team is ready to help, providing you the solutions to get you on the road faster, whether online at woodhouse.com or in person. Experience the difference with Woodhouse, a trusted auto partner since 1975.
If you're thinking about becoming a John Deere technician, receive a debt-free degree from Landmark Implement. With the John Deere Student Tech Program, receive reimbursement for up to 100% of college tuition, fees, books, and room and board, plus a $5,000 tool stipend. Students are paid a competitive hourly wage for their work hours and are guaranteed employment at a Landmark location after graduation. Visit landmark.careers to find out more about the John Deere Student Tech Program and become part of the Landmark difference.
Whether you play on a field, or play on a court, or are running to greatness, during the game and after the game, during the wins and during the losses, Agri City Insurance has you covered. Here to help you insure what matters most. Agri City Insurance.
Other companies have the revolving door. Every time we come into Schaefer's, it's always the same people. The big thing to me is they know you by name. They know who you are, which makes a person like myself feel just warm and welcome here. And that's what's great about Schaefer's.
Schaefer's has the essential Whirlpool appliances you need, from refrigerators and air fry ranges to laundry pairs to keep your clothes clean and sanitized at everyday low prices. At Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances.
And welcome back. We are ready for the second half of the Cornhusker State Games Men's Gold Division Championship. Brandon Axford, Andy Klassen. Coverage is brought to you in part thanks to Nebraska Orthopedic.
It was kind of fun. The action was so fast-paced there. You know, you're trying to get everyone their introduction. This is kind of a who's who athletically of Nebraska and basketball. Just collegiate, professional players up and down both these rosters.
Well, we were talking to Jerry Shoecraft, and he was reliving, you know, the glory days where he played about 20 years, you know, made sure to mention, won 11 golds, but it was a lot of former Huskers, you know, so it's a chance for players to get out in the summer and compete and, you know, obviously do what they love, which is play basketball.
Well, stay involved and take part in the Cornhusker State Games.
A good effort there by Logan Power, and Team Bison gets a bucket to start things off.
There were times in the first half where Power really kept the Bison in this game, knocking down triples, working down low like you saw right there.
And Hexum, he is the leading scorer for the game actually at this point. 16 points, 4 from downtown. It's either he airballs it or he swishes it.
He's had some doozies as well.
But I mean, if you've knocked down 4, though, keep shooting.
Yep.
And he gets the rebound there. Solid defense by Schweitzer.
And you saw Schweitzer went straight up and backed off. So he didn't draw the whistle as Dooms was trying to get to the rim. Oh, nice fake.
That's patience demonstrated by Kevin Scott, who now has 8 points.
Excellent job once again, getting to the rim, getting the defender way out of position with that ball fake. Easy lay-in.
And nice shot by Brazil.
Brazil with a quick trigger there. 17-foot jumper.
So Timko was up by as many as 13 in that first half. Bison sort of started chipping away to round out the half, and now they have it at 6.
A nice job running the court.
Make it 4 with an and one opportunity here for Tim Schweitzer.
You gotta like how the Bison are kind of changing things up here with the big fella Schweitzer with the trail bucket here. Nice little dump off there from Tristan Simpson as well.
Schweitzer from Bedford, Iowa, played college ball at Nebraska Wesleyan right here in Lincoln. 4-point game. And Schweitzer recovering on defense as well, tipping it away.
That's where it really helps if you're 6'7", 6'6". You can make up for maybe being a little out of position here and there. Good recovery, saving an easy bucket.
Barze takes on multiple defenders, and Schweitzer is there again, this time with the block. Simpson leads the break, lays it in, and it's a one-possession game.
And it's almost a little bit of a zone look here for the Bison where they're really packing it inside, daring Timko to take that deep three. That allows the guards to get out and run like you saw right there, and Tristan Simpson already in position, playing at the top of the key in that zone.
A wide open three, knocked down by Barze.
And if you're gonna dare them to take the three, they will take it, and look who makes it. Barze, easy.
Barze played at Southwestern Community College. He's a music artist on the side. Not bad at basketball either. Fadeaway doesn't fall for Hexum. That one off the mark. Offensive board, though, by Team Bison. Strong take. Power will go to the line.
And Reeves was trying to say he played it straight up. His arms were straight up, but look at him moving his feet here and drawing the contact in his feet. He was kind of working in to Power. That's what drew the foul. Good call by the officials.
Power with 11 points thus far, make it 12. Nice jump shot by Dooms.
And you got to back off him because of his athletic ability. I was telling you how he likes to play above the rim. So you got to back off him. That gives him just enough space to utilize that 15-foot jump shot.
Foul is on the floor.
Logan Power trying to get the shot. Didn't get the call.
So just over 5 minutes in to the second half of the Cornhusker State Games Men's Gold Division Championship here on News Channel Nebraska.
The Bison only down 2 possessions, down by 6.
Dooms, the kick. Now Barzay gets it.
Wow.
And unable to knock that one down. Hexum gave it a go.
That's so deep, and we've seen the Bison. They're willing to give that up even after you make 2 or 3 of them.
Three just short by Baker. So still a 6-point game. Josh Shoecraft tries to get to the rack, blocked by Power. There's Hexum again, this time off the back of the iron. Team Timko keeps possession. Barzay, the floater.
Wow.
Knocks it down.
That is such a difficult shot. Working across the lane, maybe a little out of control there, but he still has the control to roll it in.
Tough defense here by Timko. Now inside to Hughes. Fadeaway is short by Simpson.
It just felt a little hurried, didn't it? A little off balance, fading to the left. You had the defender beat there. You could have maybe spotted up, took your time a little bit more there.
You're gonna have a foul here called against Scott.
And Logan Power has been a problem for Team Timko. They're getting to the rim, you know, they're getting by their defender. Then they have Logan Power waiting for him at the rim. We saw a block the last possession, shut it down once again on this past possession. Oh, nice crossover.
My, oh my, Brandon Krause. Getting to the rack.
Instant offense that the Bison were looking for.
Krause now with 6 points. It's a 6-point game.
There he is again, Krause off the dribble.
And so Team Timko will take a timeout now that it's a 4-point game. Just over or nearing rather, the halfway mark of this second half.
That was a really nice job coming from the left side there. There's Brandon Krause, able to get a jumper to go then the next time with the crossover. And it kind of looked like he hooked his defender a little bit, but I like the no call because the defender was getting into him. So that's what kind of got him or put him in a position where he could use his other arm, his off arm, to help him get around the defender. You can get a good look at it right here. Just kind of use that to his advantage as he spun back around towards the center of the court.
Well, coverage of the state games is brought to you in part thanks to the Nebraska Sports Council. Nebraska Sports Council is the group that puts on the Cornhusker State Games, and this event that is now expanded to over 70 events over about 10 days involving the entire state. So Dave Milnarek, he's the executive director. We worked with him all throughout preparing for our coverage of not only this, but the opening ceremonies we did last Friday. And
phenomenal, just a phenomenal job across the board.
Sort of the state games wraps up this weekend, and this is kind of one of those main events that kind of puts the bow on everything. And what more could you want right now? It's a 4-point game.
And Timko turning the ball over out of the timeout. You got to think that's not what they were looking for coming out of the break. Bison really putting the clamps on defensively here in this second half. That was Kevin Scott extending his defense out. Number 1 there for Timko. Really like his game. What you've seen offensively and defensively from that young man here this afternoon.
And Hexum is fouled. So he had 16 points in the first half, but to your point, Team Bison have been slowing him down, and he's scoreless since the halftime break.
And I like how he's been changing up his game offensively, trying to get down, work the low post. I mean, he's by far and away the tallest, one of the most athletic guys out on the court right now. Use that to your advantage, big fella, and he does.
17 points now for Hexum.
And where did you say he played his college ball at?
Oh yeah, Peru State. Peru State, just down the road. Second one doesn't fall for him, so it's a 5-point lead for Team Timko.
And after that offensive explosion in the first half, the Bison got to feel pretty good about where they're at right now. Only down a couple possessions, hanging in there here with Timko down the stretch.
A foul here will allow Bison to inbound. Deep 3, just short from Simpson.
Coming out of that break, that also allowed Jeff Reeves to enter back into the game. I really like this lineup for Timko where they go big with Reeves and Hexum.
Yeah, looks like that'll be a foul on Travis Hughes as they drove in. See, big 40 right there. Yep, Hughes committed the foul. Baseball is actually his sport of choice. He's from Elwood, but he played 13 years professional baseball as a right-handed pitcher, including 3 years in the majors for Washington and Texas. Pretty impressive resume.
He's got a big right arm, huh?
Apparently.
Also shows you the type of athleticism that we're able to kind of boast here at the Nebraska Cornhusker games this summer.
So Scott hits both free throws. He now has 10 points. The lead is up to 7 as you had Hughes try to dial it up from deep.
Oh, he had the space. It looked true.
Yeah, Hughes squared up against Reeves. Good battle of big men. Kicks it out.
Nice feed. Oops.
Athletic attempt by Dooms. Ball gets stuck in the hoop.
Well, he was thinking the entire time as he was going inside, outside, working it back in. He was getting good space. He could have took a three or a deep jumper, thought better of it, wanted to get to the rim.
And partially blocked shot stolen by Hughes. And the pitcher throws up a three. How about that for a sequence? The defense, the athleticism, and the shot.
And you saw the anticipation defensively, looking for that lazy pass up court. He was there to collect it, stop and pop. And Hexum off the mark. That is such a deep three, and we've seen it where the Bison, they're okay with that. They're okay with Timko taking those deep, deep threes.
Well contested three, rebound by McGrew, and Hughes is fouled.
Jose is just so quick with his hands. Tried to poke that one away, drew the foul.
And ball lost out of play there. The defense, you get about the 6-7 minute mark, and all of a sudden the defense starts really kicking it up a notch.
You know, when we came out of the break, they were just kind of trading three-point attempts. Yeah, the thermostat's gone up a couple degrees here, especially on the defensive end.
Well, it's getting into crunch time here at the Cornhusker State Games Men's Gold Division Championship. 4 points separating Team Timko and Team Bison. Now it's 6 after that lay-in by Hexum.
And that's where you gotta like Lyle Hexum crashing the boards offensively. And Simpson, I'll tell you what, when he gets that defender on his hip, that quick first step, he's hard to stop.
Well worth another look.
Just that little look to his right gets the defender leaning, and he's so good with that left hand, the crossover and the lay-in.
Simpson with 9 points. Now 10, and it's a 3-point game. Flexum on the elbow. Simpson nearly ripped it away from him.
And Simpson did a really nice job on the initial drive. Kevin Scott looked like he was going to get to the rim, stuck with him, didn't allow him that easy lane.
Be a foul on the floor here. Well, coverage of the men's championship here on News Channel Nebraska is brought to you in part thanks to Pepsi Cola of Lincoln. Three, nothing but net for Scott, and that's a big one for Team Timko.
They needed that, no doubt. And not a lot of space there, well defended, still able to reach nothing but nylon.
We're under 4 to play. And the ball's lost out of bounds. Turnover by Team Bison.
Little miscommunication down low for the Bison, but this is where Timko wants us to be. They want to keep this a 2 or 3 possession game down the stretch. They do not want things to get tightened anymore, so to where just a late 3 could beat you.
And Hexum unable to get the lay-in. Strong rebound by Power. Team Bison with numbers. Wide open corner 3. Offensive board though here by Simpson. Team Bison needing to make the most of their possessions here.
Did he step out?
He must have stepped out of bounds on the baseline. Tough break.
And Credit Barzay once again taking away that baseline to the point where it generated another turnover. That's just good defense down the stretch for Team Timko.
And Timko takes another timeout here. 6-point ball game, less than 3 to go. Glad you're with us. We're here at the Speedway Sports Complex in Lincoln, Nebraska, the site of the 2022 Men's Gold Division Championship of the Cornhusker State Games. It's coming down to these final 3 minutes, Andy.
It really is, and the Bison have so many lethal three-point shooters really to choose from here. I mean, just go up and down the list where you have Brandon Krause, Logan Power, Travis Hughes, all these guys. Joel Baker we've seen knock down a couple threes. So it's really going to keep the defense honest here for Timko. They're not going to be able to leave a guy alone, and you just kind of feel that way at that spot. 50 to 44. We have to guard the three-point line.
Team Timko, known as Captown Elite. They are the defending champs, winning it last year. Will they be able to repeat? Lexham double teamed. Barzay gets loose, and foul is on the floor.
Once that double team wasn't able to generate the turnover that they were looking for on Hexham, that really sent the defense into a tizzy. Wide open look there for Barzay. Drew the quick foul.
Corner three from Barzay, and that may be the dagger.
That felt like a dagger, didn't it?
There's still time, but now, yeah, it's a 9-point game. Bison needs to hurry. Deep three, and how about that for an answer by Logan Power? All right.
Back to a 2-possession game we go as we close in on 2 minutes left. And we saw the Bison kind of go into a zone there early in this first half. Now it's all man-to-man looking for the quick double team.
Well, Team Bison gets the rebound. They have a 3-on-2.
Oh.
And 2 shots coming up for Schweitzer.
Boy, and you've heard the term running of the Bulls. We got the running of the Bisons right now with Schweitzer leading the charge. Nice little dump off here from Krause. And he just kind of felt like things are going to tighten up. And of course they have.
Every time Team Timko gets out in front, looks like they're going to run away. Bison says not so fast. These teams met first round of pool play earlier this weekend. Team Bison came back from a 10-point deficit to win.
Right. And you got to think that's been top of mind for Team Timko. Don't let this one slip away like we did earlier.
There's Barzay. He likes that spot, and he nails it again.
Oh.
Talk about clutch shooting.
Oh, man, what he's been able to do from the point guard position and then on the defensive end, and then he caps it off. Little cherry on top, back-to-back triples.
Every time he makes it, though, Power answers right back.
And he is gunning them from way downtown.
We're under a minute. 5-point game. Lexham gets it to Barzay. We have a foul.
I think they're going to get Schweitzer. It's going to allow for Barzay here to kind of add to his point total, which he's really piled up here down the stretch with those 2 triples.
13 points.
Uh-oh.
11 of them coming here in the second half, but he misses the free throw.
Only down 5 now.
And a foul on a 3-point shot will give Simpson 3 opportunities from the charity stripe.
And Scott can't believe it. Thought his defense was true. I thought the shot was true. That was right on line, bounced off the back of the rim. But it was on the mark, just a little heavy.
Three shots here for Simpson. Just got back to the States from playing professional basketball in Iceland.
Yeah, he doesn't look too rusty, does he?
I would say not. Now we actually have officials have a meeting at the table here.
You know what I really appreciate from what I've seen transpire here this afternoon, there's been smiles across the faces of both teams, talking to each other, talking to the officials. I mean, this is a highly competitive basketball, but everybody's keeping it within context, keeping the integrity, the sportsmanship. You know, you don't always see that. And we're seeing it big time here this afternoon at the Cornhusker State Games. A lot of youngsters in the stands here seeing firsthand that, hey, we can be competitive, we can get after it, but we can still show good sportsmanship to one another.
So not sure what's being discussed currently. If we get word, we'll let everyone at home know.
It might be a clock issue where the Bison might be looking to add some time to the clock here.
We'll see if we can get someone over here once this is sorted out. You have Luke Durowich, the basketball director for the Cornhusker State Games, in the long sleeve gray t-shirt. So you see him talking to the coaching staff. Jerry Shoecraft is out there. Jordan Shoecraft, head coach for Team Timco,
well,
discussing what's going on.
If it was something that was missed earlier in the game, typically you can't go back in time and make it right. Let's say a free throw is missed. You know, they're supposed to get 2 attempts rather than an and one that was missed on the front end. You can't go back in time and award them that second free throw. Anyway, that's typically how it's been called. If that is, in fact, the discussion, I'm not sure what's going on over there.
So rule book being pulled out here. And Andy has ran to talk to the officials as well, so he'll be back shortly. We'll figure out what's going on. Drama here in the men's Gold Division Cornhusker State Games Championship. 40 seconds to play. 5-point game. You have free throws coming up as Andy returns to the booth. What do we know?
Okay, so the discussion was if, in fact, that was a 1-on-1 or a 2-shot foul for Team Timco. They're saying it was a 2-shot. Officials called it as a 1-on-1. Now, since the whistle blew, you have a grace period there where if you can catch it within the first dead ball, you can still go back and shoot that free throw and make it right, because not enough time has run off the clock, not enough play has happened. So what we might see here is one free throw attempt for Team Timco at one end, followed up by 3 3-shot attempts for Simpson on the other end.
Yeah, it looks like that's exactly what's about to happen.
So good on the officials for talking things over, taking their time and getting things right, especially down the stretch here. Awarding Timco their other free throw, and then they'll walk it down and let the Bison take their 3 attempts on the other end.
All right, Barze, he missed the first. This is the second shot of the 2-shot attempt. He hits it.
Big one. That was a big free throw right there.
And now, to your point, there was a foul on this end. Simpson was shooting a 3, so he has 3 shots.
And you're allowed to do that at the Cornhusker State Games because it was caught within the first dead ball.
Well, the important thing is getting it right. Yeah, what you're about to say.
Yeah, tip of the cap to the officials, to the crew, the staff coming together here and getting this one right.
All right, so Simpson hits the first. He has 11 points. He's hoping he'll have 13. Now we have an officials timeout here.
And back to that whole sportsmanship thing, that was great what we saw from the coaches to the officials, how they discussed it. We didn't see palms up guy. We didn't see, raised voices. Everyone just talked things over, kept it cordial, got it right.
Simpson misses the second. Here's his third coming up. That's a big one. 4-point game. You see the full court press here by Team Bison.
Uh-oh. Timeout right in time for Timko.
So a timeout. 35.9 seconds to go.
And this is where you just got to get back to basics here for Timko. Get the ball to the center of the court, break the press. Don't allow for that trap to be set on either sideline. And this is where the Bison, they're going to have to roll the dice a little bit. They're going to have to rotate that additional defender up, leave something open down on the other end of the court while they're going for this steal. Kind of fun after all the fireworks and high level of play that we saw. It's all going to come down to execution. Something that takes you back to your middle school days. Press break.
It's Dooms to inbound. Brazil already having a friendly conversation with him. They had a great opportunity for Team Bison, squandered there.
Back and forth, no one can get a handle on the ball.
So it's going to stay with Timko. They got across the timeline. We have a foul here.
Going to send Scott to the line. 26 seconds left. No, it's not. They're not in the bonus yet.
So next one will be, that was the 6th foul, but you have a steal. And now a 5-on-4. And a foul sends Kraus to the line.
Excellent job, Kraus coming away with that loose ball and just attacking, wasting no time, splitting the defenders, getting himself to a line. Clock is stopped. They have a chance to turn this back into a one-possession game.
The composure shown by Kraus here. Team Bison have trailed by as many as 13, and they've cut it now to 2.
And another timeout from Timko here. Want to talk things over. To a point you made earlier, the Bison just won't go away. I mean, Timko was splashing threes just a moment ago, going up by 9 with 2 minutes left, and the Bison just kept chipping away. And a big part of that was Logan Power, wasn't it? Those step back, couple of deep threes, couple of answers, really kept them in this one down the stretch. Now they found themselves only down 2. It's a really good opportunity to go for another steal here with that full court pressure. That's been working for them lately. They've had some opportunities.
Mentioned Power, he is leading Team Bison with 18 points.
And I feel like it was just those couple of big triples that answered a couple really good-looking threes from the corner from Rashid Arze. that allowed for this to all kind of take place, this late run here from the Bison.
Here we go again, full court press. And Barzay in trouble. He's quickly fouled.
This should put him in the 1-and-1.
Can you hit your free throws? Barzay doesn't look too shaken at this point.
First one's always the most important, but you'd really like to knock them both down to push this that 2-possession game as we always talk about, because we know the Bison have the shooters on the other end.
Barzay had just 2 points in the first half. He has 12 here in the second.
And you gotta like, if you're a Timko fan here, how you have Hexum, the big man, along with Jeff Reeves, the other big, in there to go for that rebound if it doesn't come into play.
And he's short.
Gotta go.
An attacking Krause. He's fouled, and a free throw is coming up. Brandon Krause, the North Star Navigator and Hastings College product, has tied this thing up.
With the hesitation, the juke, the finish, and one.
10 seconds to go. We're tied. And now Team Bison with the lead. The first lead they have had since the opening minutes of this game.
And the Bison elected to call that timeout. Want to talk things over. How are they going to want to defend this? The way their press has been working, that full court pressure, you might want to stay in that. 10 seconds is an awful long time. You don't want to give up anything cheap on the other end. But I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of go with a hybrid, kind of guard the ball, don't let them walk it up the court. But you definitely want to defend the rim on the other end at all times.
Drama here in the men's Cornhusker State Games basketball championship.
Just amazing what Brandon Krause has been able to do here in the closing minutes. Ice water going through his veins at the line, knocking down huge free throws down the stretch. Then you see his ability to get to the rack and attack.
Well,
looks like the Bison are going to get a couple of defenders on one half, 3 on the other.
Team Timko, the defending champs. Can they bring home a second consecutive title? Hexum from deep, it's off the glass. And he buries the 3 with 2 seconds to go.
Oh man, what do you always say, Brandon? The bank is open here in Lincoln.
Unbelievable.
And Powers thinking right there, number 30, you gotta be kidding me. The grin on his face. He even extended his defense out. That was an extremely difficult shot, actually fading to his right. And that's what actually took the basketball kind of faded to the right as well, but it put an angle on it where it bounced off the window and in. All smiles for Timko here with only 3.5 seconds left.
Hexum hit 4 threes in the first half. He's probably shot about 4 in this second and hadn't made one since halftime until that one right there.
Crazy.
There's still time for Team Bison to get a good shot off here.
Awful lot of time, especially if they can get a really nice inbounds pass, get the ball up to half court. 3.5 seconds is an eternity here. And of course, you have Logan Power. And Brazil, real good with the ball in his hands, quick guy. Brandon Krause, the hot hand, is also in the front court here to receive.
The Power chucks it, gets it to Simpson, and the timeout. So not even a second comes off.
Crafty play right there. Quick timeout from Simpson on his own sideline. They're going to get a good look here.
So only 0.4 of a second. They put 3.1 on the clock.
Boy, and you had all that jazz, all that misdirection up front the entire time. Power was eyeballing out of the corner of his eye, was looking for Simpson to come free on that sideline. Great execution from the Bison.
What do you draw up here?
And if I'm Timko, I am packing it down low. I am not allowing for some screen to free somebody up going towards the rim. If you knock down an off-balance three on me for the win, so be it. But I'm not going to go and allow for a dunk or a lay-in to beat me. Not at this spot.
2022 Cornhusker State Games Men's Gold Division Championship on News Channel Nebraska. It comes down to this.
Here we go.
Hughes is inbounding. Simpson. He lays it off. The shot is up and doesn't go. Brandon Krause had a great look, but that will do it.
What a pass from Simpson, opening up Krause. Still good defense in front of him. What did that take? 2, 3 bounces off the rim. Everybody holding their breath, especially the fellas in those navy blue jerseys. Timko comes away with the win.
So Captown Elite defends their title as the Cornhusker State Games Gold Division champs. What an affair here at Speedway. Don't go anywhere. I mean, Andy, do you have any final thoughts to throw in there?
No, I had a feeling we were in for a really good game, and boy, did it live up to the hype and what I thought we might be treated to here this afternoon.
Our post game's coming up. We'll hear from head coach of Timko as well as a player of the game, and we'll get everything wrapped up here. Medals are going to be presented shortly as well on NCN.
At Elkhorn Valley Bank, we believe in local. It's something we live by. It's something we're proud of. It's helping our neighbors grow like they've helped us, supporting families, investing in lives, and creating prosperity. Local means making decisions that grow and improve surrounding communities we call home. Investing in our nonprofits and giving back. Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, great for you, great for your community.
We are unique because we are locally owned, independent, and we know people by name when they walk in.
We really strive to be unique in the fact that customer service is really our #1 goal.
Well, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our customers and the dedication of our employees to our customer and our customers to the store. And that's what we pride ourselves on, is our good customer service.
Trust your local U-Save pharmacy, part of the Health Mart family of pharmacies.
At Farmers Pride, we are proud to work with agricultural producers, commercial businesses, and homeowners. As a farm supply and grain marketing cooperative, we are proud to serve the region's needs of grain, feed, agronomy, energy, and transportation for over 80 years. We help the farmers who feed the world by providing the people, products, and programs to deliver solutions for our customers' success. Farmers Pride, in the field, on your farm, in your community.
Other companies have the revolving door. Every time we come into Schaefer's, it's always the same people. The big thing to me is they know you by name. They know who you are, which makes a person like myself feel just warm and welcome here. And that's what's great about Schaefer's.
Schaefer's has the essential Whirlpool appliances you need, from refrigerators and air fry ranges to laundry pairs to keep your clothes clean and sanitized at everyday low prices. At Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances.
welcome back. So Team Bison, second place. What a way to end it, though. They had a shot to tie at the very end. Just a couple of bounces off the rim. It doesn't fall for them. Still, though, great effort going down their stats. Kenny Brazil, 4 points. Joel Baker with 3. Tristan Simpson, 12. Logan Power leading Team Bison with 18. Tim Schweitzer with 5. Brandon Kraus with 13. And Travis Hughes with 5. So Team Bison for our broadcast, registered in the state games as Team Home Real Estate. They gave it their all. They came up just 2 points short, but we saw handshakes and smiles from both teams afterwards, which is always what you like to see. And now it's time for Team Timco, aka Captown Elite, to get their medal and pictures taken as well.
Felt at times, especially in the first half, you really saw the type of athleticism and the level that they can play at. And when Hexham was knocking down threes, they were just about unstoppable. That's when they were able to extend that lead to 13, 14 points. And it was just too much of a cross to bear, a hill to climb for the Bison, although they nearly did just that. What a game.
See Diane Temme, CEO of Timco, handing out the medals.
She's all smiles.
You know, it was Nick Cusick for Bison. He said that he adjusted the rim so that one was smaller than the other. It was a valiant effort, just didn't quite work for him. I think he forgot to switch the rims at halftime, and so maybe that's why.
Is that what happened?
That last shot for Team Bison didn't quite fall.
We'll have to ask him here.
Yeah. Stats, though, for Team Timco. Kevin Scott with 13, James Dooms with 4, Lyle Hexham leading the way with 23, Jeff Reeves with 2, Josh Shoecraft with 6, and Rashid Barzay with 14 points.
When he really turned it on in the second half, able to knock down a couple of corner threes that were just crucial for Timco. As that lead was starting to slip away, he was able to kind of secure it and keep that gap.
Well, we're wrapping up the medals. We're going to hear from head coach Jordan Shoecraft and our player of the game. Piece signed by James Dooms. Captown Elite, the team they go by, Team Timco. They are the two-time now defending Cornhusker State Games men's gold division champs. This one closer than last year's, but they hang on and get the gold.
Definitely have a little swagger to them, don't they?
Barzay with the medal in his mouth, also Hexham as well. Showing off the hardware, and why wouldn't you?
Back-to-back gold medals. Got to feel pretty good about that.
Well, stay with us. We'll take a quick break. We'll hear from our post-game interviews next on News Channel Nebraska.
No matter what your age, skill level, or position, your baseball season begins at the Strike Zone. Featuring state-of-the-art batting cages, group and private instruction, the Strike Zone provides athletes all the training and equipment you need to get your game to the next level. Give the gift of development to your baseball or softball player. Purchase your Strike Zone gift cards today. Baseball never ends at the Strike Zone.
It's that time of year when the air is at its freshest, the green is on the landscape, and the great outdoors is all around us. With so much beauty in our area, such as Lewis and Clark Lake, there are plenty of reasons to make moments enjoying the sun and a few nights beneath the stars. On your way to your outdoor adventure, stop at Shop EZ south of Yankton and get all the snacks and drinks you'll need. Outdoor Adventures, powered locally by Cenex.
A new year, a fresh start, a resolution to grow more, gain more, give more. The process is the same: plant, grow, harvest. But the way you do it is always evolving. And so are we, Aurora Cooperative. Grow, gain, give. Aurora and you.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference. Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
And welcome back. Joining me for our post-game show, head coach Jordan Shoecraft of Team Timco, aka Captown Elite. They are the 2-time now defending champs of the Cornhusker State Games. Coach, this one was a little bit closer than last year's. How are you feeling right now?
It was exciting. I mean, came down to the wire. You don't want to win. You want to win, but you want to win a little bit more convincingly. But we'll take the dub, no matter how we get it. But the guys worked hard at that. Last second bank at the end, he called it. But yeah, it was a good game.
I was going to say that the close games are good for TV, so we appreciate you making it close. Now, walk us through the timeout before that last shot that went on to be rather that go-ahead busted. Right. So play call have a name, or did you draw that up yourself?
Nope, just kind of call a timeout, drew something off the top of the head, and let my guys deal with it. Lyle hit that game winner. You just saw all skill there.
Well, I mean, someone else who stuck out, Rashid Barzay, he was knocking down some threes in the corner, sort of ice in his veins. Where does that come from?
He showed up just on time, too. I mean, we really needed those shots at the end there to get us over the hump. So, yeah, Rashid, he played a great game. The whole team did. But, yeah, we came out with the victory. And another great tournament, Cornhusker State Games sponsoring the jerseys. I mean, it's just a great overall tournament for us and everybody here in Lincoln. Yeah.
Well, lastly, I was talking to your dad at halftime. Was he helping coach at the end? Was he throwing in some tidbits of information?
Yeah, he spent some knowledge, on some timeouts, which we needed. It's a little bit of encouragement, just stop. And, sometimes when you get wrapped up in the game, next thing you know, there's zero seconds left on the clock. So I needed to call a few timeouts there to kind of refresh everybody's memory. Hey, slow down, We've only got 30 seconds left, 3 minutes left, whatever, whenever we call the timeouts. But, yeah, definitely came in crucial.
Jordan, congratulations on being the 2-time champs of the Cornhusker State Games. We're going to bring in Lyle now, wherever he's at.
Hey, great. Thank you very much.
All right, Lyle Hexum. Have you step right over here. 23 points, including a big three-pointer at the end. Lyle, you were going for glass, right?
I was. I called games, just like Paul Pierce.
Now, we have to point this out. You were kind of streaky on your three-pointers. You knocked down 4 in the first half. Then you were dry in the second half from deep until you hit that one. What do you kind of attribute yourself to pulling that one out?
First half, it felt real good coming out of my hands, so I was just letting it fly. But that second half, I don't know if it's humidity in here or something, but I just couldn't get a grip of the ball. It just felt like it was coming out of my hand wrong all game in the second half, obviously. But other than that, that last shot, it came off good, I want to say, but it was still kind of shaky. So I knew it was going to hit the glass, so I called off backboard.
Well, and how does that feel to have that gold medal around the neck now?
It feels good to bring it home, especially for my guys, man. We really wanted it. So I'm really excited about it.
Lastly, I know this is sort of a summer fun event. Do you have anything else planned, rec basketball-wise or tournament-wise, that you're going to be doing with this team or others?
Well, a few of these guys I'm playing with on this team, we have a couple tournaments coming up in Omaha and also in Kansas City. So yeah, I'm excited about that. We're building a lot of chemistry and trying to get as much wins as we can under our belt. Try to go to a couple money tournaments and win the whole thing.
Well, Lyle, congratulations on being the Gold Division champs of the Cornhusker State Games, and pretty good performance there, 23 points.
I appreciate you, man. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
That is Lyle Hexum knocking down the game-winning 3 for Team Timco here on News Channel Nebraska. Stay with us. We'll wrap things up from Speedway when we return.
It's in our passion. It's in our achievements. It's in our architecture and our heritage. It's in the way we innovate and discover. It's how we engage and inspire. It's time to experience it for yourself. Peru State College. See what's in it for you.
Other companies have the revolving door. Every time we come into Schaefer's, it's always the same people. The big thing to me is they know you by name. They know who you are, which makes a person like myself feel just warm and welcome here. And that's what's great about Schaefer's.
Schaefer's has the essential Whirlpool appliances you need, from refrigerators and air fry ranges to laundry pairs to keep your clothes clean and sanitized at everyday low prices. At Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances.
Alrighty guys, anything else I can get for you?
I think we're good.
Okay, enjoy.
This looks amazing. Oh, he's with my bank. He gets a little taste of everything, all the time. Don't worry, you get used to it.
You should join Liberty First Credit Union. They have low loan rates, high deposit rates, and they share the profits with their members. So no one will take a bite of what's yours.
Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose.
At Othniel Miller Pape Eye Care, our focus is always on you. As a leading provider of optometry with advanced diagnostics and equipment, we can ensure your eye health is our top priority. A quick glance at our frame area will show you can have style as well as function with plenty of frames to choose from. Our mission is to educate patients, provide cutting-edge technology, and exceptional service with personalized care. Come to Othniel Miller Pape Eye Care to clearly see the difference. Why? Because your eyes deserve it.
Keep on pushing, keep on pushing, keep on pushing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3,
You want to wear your pride on your sleeve? True Nebraskans turn to custom sports screen printing. Pride, dignity, self-respect. You want to show it off. We want to design it in whatever color it comes in. Silver, gold, black, blue, white, red. Custom Sports can turn around unbeatable apparel fast with service from South Sioux to Scotts Bluff.
And welcome back. We're wrapping things up here from the Men's Gold Division Championship. A 2-point game deciding the gold medal contest. Let's take a look at our top place. 2022 Men's Gold Division Championship at the Cornhusker State Games at Speedway Sports Contacts in Lincoln. Team Timco versus Team Bison. Team Timco goes as Captown Elite. Team Bison is Home Real Estate. 3 knocked down there by Lyle Hexum from the corner. That was one of many, as it was about a 7-point game as we head to the second half, and this is when things got very interesting. Look at the up and lane by Brandon Kraus. Team Bison trying to narrow the gap, and this is Travis Hughes, a former MLB pitcher, 40-plus years old, showing his athleticism. Steal and the 3. Then there's a 3 by Rashid Barzay, knocked down, but all of a sudden, a 13-point game turns into a tie ball game, and won by Brandon Kraus. The Lincoln North Star product gets the lay-in, and then the answer by Team Timco. The bank off the glass by Lyle Hexum. He tells me he called bank. This is the final shot of the game for the tie. It just rims out for Kraus. And in a wild one, Team Timco, also known as Captown Elite, gets the victory. The defending champs defend their title and bring home the gold for the second consecutive year. Final score, 60-58. Hexum leading the way with 23 points. Well, Andy, that wraps up our coverage here. Any final thoughts?
We thought it was going to be an exciting contest. It lived up to that billing in spades. It was so much fun to be a part of. Absolutely love what they got going on here at the Cornhusker State Games, and a lot of fun to be a part of it this year.
We were here for the opening ceremonies. We wrap up our coverage with this men's championship. We're planning on doing the same next year. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully everyone enjoyed it. And for our terrific camera crew, as always, Tyler Bersofsky and Tyler Lechner, producers and directors in the truck. For Andy Klassen, I am Brandon Axelman. We'll see you next time on News Channel Nebraska.
We now join regular programming on News Channel Nebraska.